Oh, hello, hello. There's no one still. Let's wait a little bit. It's been a long time, a very long time since we had last studio talks. Maybe a month or 2 months. Oh, hello, we have one first person joining. Hi. We will talk today about the topic that I think for those of you who want to start a collection or start collecting artwork can be interesting, which is how to collect art. So we have 3 people here joining. Let me know in the comments, are you interested in the topic? Well, I suppose yes, if you're here, or maybe you just joined spontaneously. Do you want to start your collection? Do you already have collected any original art? Let me know. Are you planning to buy your first painting? Okay, people are joining and disappearing. Let's wait a little bit more. So I've got here my coffee. If you want, grab your coffee as well. I think I will start. I wanted to have a little bit of a conversation, but since I see that people are joining and then disappearing, so the conversation will be a little bit complicated. For those of you who are watching on YouTube and you're just seeing me for the first time, I will introduce myself. My name is Victoria Florek and I'm an artist, an abstract painter. I'm also a creative entrepreneur, a mom to a little 1 year and a half old girl, and I live in Barcelona in Spain, but originally I'm from Poland. So that's me. Yesterday I just released a new collection, blue collection, and before we jump into the topic of how to collect art, I want to show you a couple of paintings because I'm so excited about that collection. That collection is, well, I'm in love with that collection so much. So this collection is actually consists of 17 paintings on paper, and there is one small painting size A4, which is like 21 by 29 centimeters, which is called Blue, and it's like this. You see it's A4, like this, very small and very gorgeous. So this one is blue. That's the only painting of this size, and then we have a couple of paintings that are size A3, which is 30 by 40 centimeters, and I will show them to you like this. You see they are already pretty bigger, and this one is, what's the name of this one? It's a new collection, so this one is Blue and Green Magic. The names are also so beautiful. Blue and Green Beauty. Look how gorgeous is this. Blue and Green Excitement. It's really exciting. This one is Blue and Green Fresh. Purple. So gorgeous. Then this is green number 2, green number 1, which is already sold, but all the rest that before, the ones that I mentioned before, are available. This one is Blue and Pink Love number 1, and this one is sold as well. And Blue and Pink Love number 2. Look how gorgeous is this one. Then we have this one. Ooh, aqua moments, so delicious and gorgeous. Look at this. And the last one, which I don't remember the name, and I just realized I haven't published it on the website. This one. So beautiful. I need to publish it. It's not published. Whoa, I just realized a little mistake. And then there are 5 paintings which are 50 by 70 centimeters, and there are those 2 that are behind me. And I have here 3 more. I will just show you. This one is not available anymore. Those are this size. They are actually very, very big. No, maybe not very big. They are medium size. I actually really, really love this size because when you frame this painting, it already can make a beautiful statement on your wall. But it's still, since it's on paper and the size is not that big, it's still at a very affordable price. So this is actually one of my favorite sizes, and I really love them. And I don't know if you can see the textures of the painting. So there are many, many layers of different mediums, like graphite. Then I have here oil pastels, acrylics, a little bit of chalk. I really, really love to create the contrast and layering different textures so that the painting is really exciting and you know that it can create emotions. So this is the blue collection. I'm really, really excited about it. You can jump to my website to have a look at it and to discover more details and to collect if you want. So, how to collect art? If you're interested in this topic, I prepared few thoughts that I have on that topic. First of all, I would like to start with some problems that some of you might encounter when you want to start a collection. So probably the first problem, I'm actually inventing a little bit, and you know, this is based on what people are asking me often when they look at my art, or when you know, in person, or you know, sending me text messages, is that what do my paintings mean? Like, how to understand it, how to understand art. And understanding art, in my opinion, is something that is, especially understanding abstract art, is something that is a little bit pointless. And I will explain you why in a minute. Let's go to other problems that you probably may feel or may encounter. Probably you can think that it's hard to choose artwork that will match your interior, that will, you know, match your aesthetic. You maybe don't really know what is your aesthetic, what do you like, what you don't like in the painting. Hard to choose art that resonates with you, with your heart, with your values. You know, sometimes you don't really you know, get attracted to anything, or you think you don't get attracted to anything. So we will talk about all that in few minutes. So first, difficult to understand art, and why I think that understanding art is pointless. There's actually a beautiful quote that I published yesterday on my Instagram and Facebook from Picasso, and I want to read it to you. Just give me 1 second. I'm not prepared. I had it prepared, but then I don't know what happened, and I closed my window. So the quote of Picasso, he says, "Everyone wants to understand art. Why not try to understand the song of a bird? Why does one love the night, flowers, everything around one, without trying to understand them? But in the case of a painting, people have to understand. If only they would realize above all that an artist works of necessity, that he himself is only a trifling bit of the world, and that no more importance should be attached to him than to plenty of other things which please us in the world, though we can't explain them. People who try to explain pictures are usually barking up the wrong tree. And this quote resonates with me so much because, trying to explain art is like trying to explain the singing of the bird, and why we are fascinated about it, why we love it, why sometimes it really touches our heart, and it even sometimes can make us cry if we are, in a certain circumstances. It can move us so much and touch our heart so much, and though we can't explain what is actually the singing of a bird, like what does it mean, is there anything to understand? There's nothing to understand there. It just directly touches our hearts and resonates with us on the level that is really impossible to be analyzed by our mind. So why I think art, or especially abstract art, there's no point to understand it, because art is a creation, and creation is something that is so much beyond our analytical mind, and it cannot really be understood in that way. For me, art is like, or looking at art and being, attached or attracted to a piece of art, it's a little bit like falling in love. You just fall in love or not, and to fall in love, there must be, there have to be a couple of things that need to be, met. First of all, you need to see the right person, but then even more important is that you have to have your heart open to fall in love. If you're blocked, or you have some baggage of things, and you are kind of your heart is closed, then you cannot fall in love. And the same is with art. If you're too much in your analytical mind, and you don't open your heart, and you don't open your soul in some way to experience something beyond your analytical mind, then you actually will have difficulty to connect with pieces of art. So in order to connect to pieces of art, you should just let go, trying to understand, and just focus on what sensations it gives you, what sensations in your body does it create, because your body is your compass, and it will guide you. Just as when you fall in love, because you feel all that things. Sometimes it's very intense, and sometimes it can be like very, very gentle, and that's okay, because that's already a sign. So watch for your body when you look at a piece of art, and see what happens. Is there any feeling inside of you? Do you feel attracted to that piece of work? Is there anything that just made you stop and look at that painting for a bit longer? If yes, then in some way you were attracted to that painting, and maybe it's not it's not love yet, but this is the first step to in choosing and collecting art, from my point of view, and in learning what actually what do you like and what you don't like, what attracts you and what don't attract you. So this is actually very simple. It's much more it's much simpler than you would think, and then we want to we want it to be, you know, we want it to be something complicated and something very you know, analytical, and you need to find the meaning of that art. You know, the meaning of the art, even artists ourselves, like I often don't know the meaning of the art. I know when I look at that painting that I created, what emotions it creates in me, and sometimes it can even be that depending on the day, the emotions are different, and that's the magic, and that's the beauty of art, that it really resonates with you and it makes you feel somehow what you really need to feel in the particular moment. So sometimes you need to connect deeply with your sadness so that you realize that it really exists there. So yeah, Picasso also said a beautiful quote. I don't have it right now with me, but he said that you know, asking an artist or trying to understand the sense of a painting is a little bit pointless, because he himself don't know the meaning of his paintings. He doesn't know what his Cubists paintings really mean. And you know, it's similar with me. Really, the Picasso quotes often resonate with me so much. And I think that's the way you should really look at art and experience art. So, how to collect? It's very simple. Choose the art that delights you, that thrills you, that gives you a certain visual pleasure. You know, like Picasso said in that quote, like, why do we love night or the beach? Because it gives us certain type of experience, sensation. It makes us feel in some way, and the painting can do the same, and you don't need to understand what is that, you know. You just need to feel that, and that's enough. That's enough to buy a painting, because it gives you a delight. And that's actually, for me, should be the only purpose of buying art, because it delights you. And art is so magical that if you surround yourself with this type of art, you will see that, you know, it will elevate your surroundings, and it will elevate the way you feel. So yeah, choose the first step of collecting art. Choose the art that delights you. Then the second step is to you know, if the artist is selling online like me, put the art in the cart. Make an order. I will package the painting for you beautifully, because I will always put a lot of heart in the packaging, and it's all the experience to unpackage my paintings as well. If it's on paper, then when it arrives, you can choose a frame, or you can just hang it on hangers like I do. I really love hanging it this way, because it gives it a little bit of that you know, wild feeling, and you know, it's all a question of aesthetics. I don't know what is your aesthetic. Those hangers are actually not the prettiest ones, but those are the ones that I had 2 of them at home. I have another painting that is hanged on a beautiful, maybe I have it here. Okay, beautiful. For me, it's beautiful because it's a little bit like industrial. Hanger like this. It's very simple in form, and it doesn't distract from art itself. So I have one painting that is hung on this hanger. Choose the way to hang it, and enjoy the beauty and magic of it. Enjoy looking at it. Enjoy that sensations that it gives you, and see how it elevates your surroundings. So it's really that simple, at least from my perspective. I don't know what are your experiences. Have you ever purchase a painting? What was your experience? Are you planning to purchase a painting? If yes, are you afraid of anything? What are you afraid of? Or what is stopping you from purchasing an artwork? Let me know in the comments if of course you want to share. Okay. If you don't have any questions or nothing you want to share, then I really invite you to check my new blue collection. There's still many paintings that are available, and I truly love that collection, so I hope you will love it as well. And I wish you a beautiful day, a beautiful week, because it's Tuesday today, so almost full week ahead of us. Bye bye.